Evening, folks. Rusty Piper 89 here. Smoking the old Savinelli Trevi with some cube cut burley and Sutliff Black Cavendish. I'm in a bit of a new spot here. By the glow of a kerosene lantern. Or a lamp, I guess I should say. It's not. I actually don't know the difference, to be honest with you. It's the old style, glass and brass. We turn the flat wick up and down. It's a nice mellow, calming, relaxing lighting. I wanted to talk today about tobaccos you can't really pin down, as good or bad, whether you like them or you don't, or just how you feel about them in general. And um, must be, I don't know, 2, 3 months ago now. I had bought 8 or 10 ounce, I think 10 ounces of Peter Stokkebye's Cube Cut Burley. The same batch that I'm smoking currently. And that tobacco has just been a bit of a wild ride. If I'm being honest, I don't recall having this experience with any other tobacco. Now, having bought 10 ounces of it, the fact that it's a cube cut a little goes quite a long way. And it's lasting me a, a good longer than I was anticipating for how often I smoke it. And when I had first gotten it, it felt a little moist. It's hard to tell sometimes with flakes because they're so dense, but um, it seemed a little too moist, so I dried it. And then I smoked some, and it was okay. I had a bit of tongue bite. The flavors weren't terribly exciting. There wasn't anything really to write home about. No. I've I've tried every sort of iteration that I could come up with of this cube cut burley. And I'm still sort of, I don't know. I certainly know the tobacco a lot better than I did. I know its tendencies more or less, but this is where it gets kind of strange for me. And please let me know if you've had this experience with tobaccos. You think you know what you got. You think you know what you're dealing with. And then you get these random smokes that are completely different than the other ones. Out of the same pipe, it's like some tobacco voodoo or something. I have no idea. I can't describe it better than that. I'll smoke the same tobacco in the same pipe, in the same chair, 2 days apart. And day number one, it's lovely. 2 days later, not so lovely. It bites more, the flavor's different, and like I'm assuming that that's all me, right? Because the tobacco is not changing. It's not, nothing's happening chemically to the tobacco. So what is it then? Is it my sense of smell? Is it my sense of taste? Is it what I ate that day? Is it whether my nose is a little stuffy? Is it, you know, what is it? And but I noticed some tobaccos are just a lot more consistent. Um, the Carter Hall, for example, um, which I have to buy some more. I had run out some time ago and never replenished my stock. But I'd smoked Carter Hall for years, and it was always the same. It's always the same. It doesn't matter unless you've got a really nasty pipe that's ghosted or something. It's the same thing. It's the same thing every time. And this cube cut Burley is just. I've really had. I've had such unenjoyable smokes that I thought about just not smoking it anymore. And then other times it's like, wow, well, like what is this? Anyway, I figured I'd share my experiences with that. I know I was listening to the Novice Piper recently, one of his more recent videos. He's talking about how tobaccos, for him, it was everything's tasting the same, and it was sort of a cardboardy kind of taste. Um, and I've heard some folks talk about and read about like vitamin B12 deficiency. If your B12 is low enough, it can actually affect your sense of smell and taste and stuff like that. Um, and like I take B12 in a supplement form, so I don't have crazy swings with most tobaccos, but this one I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. So for instance, last night, this is the same. I mixed it in my little wooden bamboo mixing bowl here. I can't see. I'm gonna spill it everywhere. So it's just cube cut burley and salt lift black Cavendish, about 50-50 in there, and um, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff, and I smoked this last night, and it bit me like crazy. It bit me like it was just. I had that sort of leathery sort of tongue feeling after smoking a bowl of that, and it was burning hotter than it normally does. And I wasn't smoking it any differently, or I didn't do anything different, but it bit my tongue. Tonight, nothing. It's velvety smooth tonight. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, so that's the story. Let me know if you've had similar experiences, what the tobaccos were, your solutions, if you found any. I like this cube cut barley enough. I especially like it with Black Cavendish. On its own, that um, I took a small, maybe 2 ounces of it, and I had sprayed it with. I was in my last video. I think I was talking about that. I had sprayed it with some Jamaican rum and a bit of vanilla extract, just a light misting on the tobacco, and then I dried it out in the oven for on low temperature for like 10 minutes. That one's different because it's got a bit of a different profile. The mouthfeel is a little different now. That one I'll smoke on its own. But yeah, I've been mixing it with stuff because it's got a good body, but it's kind of rough around the edges a bit and not terribly interesting. So anyway, with that, cheers. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm curious to hear your versions of of your similar experiences. So take care, and yeah, we'll talk again real soon. Cheers.